Okay, so why are many marriages falling apart these days? What has gone wrong? Here are some of the major causes identified for the breakdown of many marriages. You have infidelity, money issues, lack of communication, constant arguing, weight gain, unrealistic expectations, lack of intimacy, lack of equality, not being prepared for marriage, and abuse. One can think of so many other things. Well, the surprising thing is this. We have statistics that it is costing the UK taxpayer at least over £50 billion when relationships break down. So one would have expected that the government would be more concerned about seeing that homes are much stronger and better established. But no, in fact, they are considering introducing a no-fault divorce. And now you go online, you can get cheap divorce from £37. Lawyers make it so much easier for relationships to break down, irrespective of the cost, the consequences. But we need to do something about this. And this is what this Together Forever, Unlocking the Secret to Lifelong Relationship or Marriage is about. And we're going to be bringing on board seasoned couples who have been married for years to share some of the nuggets, the secrets that we need, what we need to get our marriages secure and strong. Remember, before you took on that position or that job you're working on, you learned about it, you studied about it. So what makes you think that you don't need to learn how to be married? Some of us have never attended a course on marriage, never read anything on marriage. Yet, do you know what? You get a marriage license. You go before the registrar. You are not required to do any test. Or they don't ask you any questions. As long as you're not married to your sister or it's not an incestual relationship, you're okay. But before you can get a driving license to go on the road to drive a car, you have to do a theory test, a practical test. And some people fail that many times. And yet, we think we can just come together and get married without preparing for it? Come on. Even getting citizenship now in the UK, you go through rigorous tests and things to prepare you about life as a citizen of the United Kingdom. So why are we not preparing ourselves to be married? And we want it to work. The heartbreak and the things that follow when relationships break down is horrible. In this book, I told you about, the interesting thing about this book, it's so easy to read, user-friendly. It takes Together Forever. It takes T, for example, together, discusses what it means to be together. O talks about the oneness and things, takes each of those letters and talks about them with a lot of anecdotes. You'll find there anecdotes of relationships, issues, things that we can learn from each other. So we'll be unlocking some of these secrets as we go on in this. Remember, again, that the originator of marriage is God himself. And we must always go back to the manual to find whatever answer we need to any issues we are facing. If your equipment is faulty, the first thing you want to do is you want to check the manual to see, what could be wrong. You see things like troubleshooting. In the same way, when you start feeling trouble coming up, you need to go and find out, get help, attend marriage courses, listen to programs like this. We are going to be unlocking these secrets on this program. So I'm really hoping that God will be able to use this program to help save a few more marriages, like it used my leaflet I was producing in 2003. I've always had this passion on my heart about seeing marriages stand secure. I mean, we've cancelled couples God has used us to save a lot of marriage relationships. And I'm hoping that by the grace of God, this program where we'll be inviting seasoned couples, different professionals to come and give us some nuggets, things that we need to know to help secure our marriages. Remember, it's not, you don't just need love. There's wisdom, understanding, knowledge. You get to know yourselves. You need to understand each other's weaknesses and strengths, your temperament. We're going to be discussing these things. Your values, beliefs. That you are two people that come together from different backgrounds, maybe different cultures. But you need to know how to stay together, how to blend, how to make yourselves more compatible through understanding, patience, a lot of nuggets, things that we need to learn to help us to get our marriages to be secure. My prayer that God will use this program to help save many more marriages. Remember, it is God that said it is not good for man to be alone. Your marriage will work if you work it. It's like any project. You don't want when you're given a project to work on, you don't want the project to fail. In the same way, you do not want your marriage to fail. The sad thing is that when we want to get married, we invite people, family, friends, everywhere is where everyone's happy. You make a vow together, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness, in health. We make those vows. And then what happens? When you want to break that relationship, you should go and invite everybody that was there when you were getting married. You say, okay, we made this vow, we are undoing our vow. But no, we go and stand before a lawyer. Just one person, sit down and pass some papers around, documents around, and you want to end the relationship. I don't think that is right. God is interested in marriage relationships. Children that are brought up in a loving, caring environment are better citizens. There is a lot of evidence that broken relationships affect children so badly. The Lord will help us. Thank you so much for watching. Look out for more interesting episodes. I'm hoping that in the next episode, we want to discuss with a couple who have put together a book on how to prepare ourselves for this very important relationship. You don't just go into marriage. Like anything, you prepare for it. And so hopefully we'll be getting them to come and share with us how we prepare for marriage. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.